Hello again. Thank you for just pushing the little button or reading whatever it is that opened up this video or transcript and taking a deep breath just to acknowledge your own body, your own presence in this moment. So I know a lot of times we move from one media source to the next media source without a pause. So maybe just for 10 seconds, we pause together. So, I wanted to also explain a little bit more about all I discussed around this whole um, being connected spiritually, right? And being able to solve issues on the fly. As my family member was disappeared and then was detained, because of my spiritual practice of meditation, because I have truly taken the time to expand my spiritual gifts, it became so much easier for me to turn on my intuition at will. And that had always been a thing that I struggled with, right? So everyone knows that they have a certain amount of intuition or that their dreams sometimes are so vivid and so real that they come true. But how do you control it, right? How do you turn it on? How do you turn it off? How do you know if you can trust it? How do you know if you can't trust it? How do you know if it's just some subconscious mind, or you're thinking about the worst thing that happened or trying to fantasize about the best thing that could happen, right? These are all the questions that those of us who would love to use our intuition in more powerful ways want to know. So, the first thing that I can share is that I had to truly anchor my anxiety. And anchoring my anxiety meant that I had to notice the times that my body was telling me something and I wanted to resist or refuse it. So, for example, I used to wake up every single morning with this butterflies in my stomach. I didn't know what those butterflies were. I thought that they were just a natural part of life. I'm a really busy person, et cetera, et cetera. When I started to anchor into why do I keep waking up with this anxiety? But when I don't have to go to work, I don't have that feeling. Huh. So this flutter in my stomach has something to do with work. And then I would start to notice, okay, the anxiety or the fluttering is even more when my day is extremely busy. Hmm, I wonder what would happen if I slowed my schedule down just by adding an hour for lunch where I really stuck to it, right? I would see the anxiety and the flutter in my stomach just slowly begin to ease off. These are the small ways that our body, right, is trying to tell us something. This is the way that, if you will, the universe uses our bodies as antenna. And so, as my family member was in the space of disappearing, I was able to anchor into a stillness that I have practiced time and time again when I needed it and when I didn't need it every single day because I was meditating, right? Just emptying my body and being able just to feel what it feels like to be completely neutral, right? Um, that's the first step in really listening to your guide, listening to your intuition, and being able to use your intuition to clarify the things that you need to do in your life. Right. I hope this helps just a little bit. If you have more questions about it, then please let me know. And if you would like to join me for in-person sound healing, then I have a January 4th date where you can have a complete rest ritual to download your 2025 vision for yourself. And I hope to see you there. And I'm also opening up a portal for organizations, right? I've helped so many organizations use sound therapy with their staff, with their colleagues, with their friends to help them as well open up and access the portal of their own flow, right? To untangle their trauma, to get the deepest sense of rest so that they can get the clarity that their nervous system needs in order to get the messages to them, right? I've done this with so many folks, and this time I'm going to focus on just 4 organizations this year to walk them through a very high touch um, sound therapy and intuitive expansion for their staff. So if you would like more information about that, please let me know. And if you'd like an individual sound session, you can also just hit reply and we will work all those things out.